People make pie crusts in different ways. I'll give you my way, but I like to use either, well, first of all, it's all-purpose flour, not self-rising. That's the first thing. I either use White Lily or King Arthur flour, all-purpose flour. It's just easy to work with. I mean, you can use Pillsbury or, your local grocery store brand or whatever, but those are my two top picks. Some people sift it. I don't usually sift it. If you want to make sure that the dry ingredients are incorporated well, you can sift the dry ingredients together, but it's not necessary as long as you incorporate it fully. The second most important ingredient, because there's only 5 ingredients to pie crust. So flour is the first one. Butter is the next one. Butter is, I do all butter crust. Some people do lard crust. Some people do a combination of butter and lard. Some people use Crisco. It's basically flour, fat, water, salt, and sugar are the 5 ingredients. But the fat can be different, whatever you prefer. But I use all butter. So I'm going to give you my all butter recipe. But the quality of the butter is very important, and the type of butter. So first of all, you want to make sure that it's unsalted, because you're adding salt to the recipe. You do not want a super salty crust. And you want to make sure that you're measuring the salt as opposed to having salt in the butter. So unsalted butter. And I use, my favorite butter to use that's available to me is Kerry Gold. It comes in a silver package. It's 2 sticks. Okay, so you don't have to worry about measuring it out as long as you get 2 sticks of unsalted butter. So
I saw it today, by the way, in Safeway.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it's pretty available.
It's usually carried. Or you could use a French butter. The difference in the butter, the quality of the butter, is that the better the butter, the lower the quantity of water in the stick. So that's why I know from my recipes that Kerry Gold works very, very well. So we've covered flour, covered butter, and the other is salt, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, and ice water. The thing about the ice, this is another trick. You want to make sure that the ice is not in the water when you start to measure, because if you dump ice into your mix, it's going to be a problem. So you want to just make sure that you take the ice out before you measure it out. Otherwise, you could have a mishap there.